ass cheeks itch.
You know, I saw something really interesting. I was went down the rabbit hole, and I was like watching this TikTok about why do humans wipe their ass, but
Because
other animals don't.
They don't have to, I guess.
Oh, it said that anatomically, since humans have like a butt, like you look at other animals, they all have no butt. They're all just like smooth and then random sphincter and then smooth. Whereas our sphincter is hidden away behind butt cheeks.
But why?
Why indeed? They're like dogs, the poop just falls out. There's nothing there to catch it. So if they need to rub, they just rub on the grass and they're done. Whereas it gets caught up in our butt cheeks. And it detailed like why we have butt cheeks, but I don't even remember why we have them. I was just torn.
He's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I love the way he rides. Yeah.
Pumping deep inside.
They've tarnished the name of Shrek with that shit.
Yeah, that's just filthy.
But it's amazing.
Do I look okay? Should I have my hat backwards?
You look great. I don't look very good. I have hair all over me. We're actually missing our dogs today. Welcome to Sue and Spanky. We're missing our babies with us today because they're at Banfield getting their yearly checkup. Not happy. I had to hold Frankie. He was like crawling up my head.
I'm so upset.
Trying to get away.
Peed on the floor of the vet.
Boom.
I was upset.
Yeah, he's had an issue with urinating inappropriately lately. So I don't know what the deal with that is, but we're trying to figure that out today.
Not like R. Kelly inappropriate, just at the wrong time and place.
Yeah, like he's been peeing in the house like once a day, every day for the past couple of weeks. And I'm like, does he have a UTI? Like, can he just not hold it? But he doesn't let us know that he needs to pee, and he's 3 years old. So that's really weird.
We'll let him out, and then an hour later, there's the puddle.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't like it.
Very strange. And it's hard when you have two, because there's doubt. You don't know.
He's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I love the way he runs. I can hardly breathe, man. He's pumping deep inside.
This has potential.
Thank you.
Would you like to talk us through our beverage today?
Should we do that first?
Oh, okay.
I kind of want to open it so I can drink it during.
Yeah, me too.
Got these in the specialty drink section at Kroger. We love Kroger. We shop Kroger. I used to love Publix though, but it's so expensive.
Publix is expensive. I grew up going to everywhere, and I always liked Kroger the best.
Yeah. This is called Poppy. I've heard of it before. It's cherry limeade is what mine is, and
Orange.
He's got orange. It's a prebiotic soda. People have been telling me that I need to get some probiotics, prebiotics. What's the damn difference? I don't even know. But they said I need to improve my gut health because I'm actually a part of a Facebook group called Toilets with Threatening Auras, and I often share my experiences. Like lately, I have been shitting, and it's like a mound, and it's putting like consistency, and it sticks, and it doesn't flush down. Like I'll flush it 10 times, and it's just sitting there on the toilet bowl. Which part of it is probably our energy-saving toilets, and part of it is just it's so dense.
Do we have energy-saving toilets?
I think we do because they don't fill up a lot.
I think you're right.
And they get stopped up so easily. Like that will stop a toilet up, and it's not like it's a long turd. It's just a mound of turd. I've shown him. Mm-hmm. He is disturbed by it. I mean, I am too, but he likes to look.
It's more that it's not that I like to look. It's like a crash. I feel like I have to. I'm gonna miss something or something like that. But it's like you only go poop like once or twice a week. I go twice a day. So your once a week is like 12 poops for me, and it is obscene.
Yeah, but it says it's prebiotics for a healthy gut, infused with apple cider vinegar, immunity sidekick for a healthy gut. So
low sugar, only 5 grams of sugar.
What is normal though? I don't even remember.
I think there's no recommended daily amount of sugar, but this says 4 grams would be 8%. So I think I read somewhere once that if you can keep it under 20, you're doing really, really good.
Oh wow. Okay, we're good. So I'm gonna crack this thing open. I'm kind of worried. I don't know.
Cheers.
Anytime I have drank something like this, it's kind of just weird.
What, like a prebiotic?
Yeah. Smells right. Not bad.
Sounds
truly
good.
not bad. I can taste the cherry in mine quite a lot. And I can get that hint of lime. I like it. I'll let you know how I feel next week. I have nasty rancid farts too, like eggs.
Yeah.
They're bad.
Even when you don't eat eggs.
They're
When you eat eggs, they're
nasty.
worse.
Mm. Mm. I like it. I approve of it. I like to think, like, would I buy it or would I not buy it? I would probably buy these, maybe a couple for the week. I wouldn't drink them every day. Would stick to my sugar-free Dr. Pepper, but it's pretty good. Yeah, so, I don't know. I feel like lately I've been in a weird headspace. Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I just want to lay down in an area that's black and dark and lay there unbothered by nothing. No stimulation. Lay there unbothered. If I could do that for like a week, I'm serious. If I could do that for like a week, I think it would heal me and it would make my brain sharp again. Like, I'm scaring myself sometimes because I forget everything. Like, I forget conversations. I forget people's faces. I forget people's names. And it's really problematic at work because I need to know that stuff. And, like, I can't even remember my coworkers' names. I've worked with them for a year at this place I'm working at. So, I have to have a to-do list, like my planner. Have you seen my planner this week?
I have. It's...
I don't know. I think it's just overworked brain.
Okay.
And I hate that because I don't like not pouring 100% of myself into something. And I feel like I'm not pouring 100% of myself into anything. And it makes me feel worthless.
I definitely don't think you're worthless. And I'm sorry that you feel worthless. I just think that that's just... It just sucks that you have so much going on. You know, it's really hard.
It's all my fault, too. I was like, last week I was like, I'm going to start working on this floor again. They want me to come back.
I remember that.
Which I would love to, but like with what energy, with what time. So, but then I'm like, I know I'm busy, but then I'm like, you don't really do anything. It's like negative self-talk. It's like, you don't really do anything productive. You kind of just mooch and you suck and you spend money and you don't make it. And you're just a piece of shit.
It's heavy. I mean, I definitely don't see it that way, but I think that's some negative self-talk that comes up, and I think we need to squash that every chance we get.
Yeah, I've been in therapy before, and I've been really considering going back. I don't really want medication. I just kind of want therapy.
You just want to talk to a professional, someone who can understand and tell you the things you need to hear to kind of get you back on track.
Yeah. I don't really even want a diagnosis of anything. I don't know. I just want help. I just want to live a happy life.
Right. I agree.
I need help with finding that balance. I have all these plans too. I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and go to yoga. I'm going to do Sue Dillon stuff and, like social media stuff before clinical. And then I'm going to go to clinical all day. And then I'm going to come home and I'm going to do my homework. And then I'm going to go to bed at a decent hour. But that never happens.
It's a lot. It's
an
awful lot.
I'm stressed. I just want to be... I want to be fulfilled. And I think that's why... I didn't mean for this to turn into a therapy session.
That's okay.
But I think that's why I struggle, is because I don't feel the fulfillment that I yearn for. And I think that, it would help if we went to church. But even outside of church, I think I just want to have that fulfillment with my achievements, and I don't know why.
I definitely feel like I have the approach of there's always going to be another mountain. But you have that approach of, I'm always going to want to make it move. I don't have to move that mountain. I just look at it and I'm like, donkey. I'm like, that's a nice boulder. And then that's it. That's my extent.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's heavy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that in you, not offensively by any means, but, whenever something comes up and you're like, well, it didn't work. And I'm like, so what did you do to fix it? And you're like, well, it just didn't work. And I'll be like, you have to make it work. Get back up and try again.
Right.
With different things. Like, I don't even know.
Right.
I can't even tell you an example, but like, just with basic stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I keep coming back for more of this prebiotic soda because it's pretty dang good.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm off my soapbox.
Mine is definitely better than yours, by the way. So.
Did you try mine?
I did. Nice.
Can I try yours?
Yeah, hope so.
Well, what were you wanting to talk about? Because I kind of ransacked everything.
I don't know. I don't think there's a script, but you mentioned church. Speaking of church, I have a tattoo. What do you think? Mine's better. Sorry. That's 2 for 2 that I've picked the better.
That tastes like an orange soda.
I know, it tastes exactly like it.
If you're going to drink a Fanta, you might as well drink a Poppy because it tastes the same and it's better for you.
Yeah, and it has probably a 20th of the sugar, and it's good for your gut health, so.
It was good.
Drink Poppy. I don't remember where we put orange soda last week. I think it was in like C or D.
B.
Was it B?
Or C.
It wasn't
as low as D.
It was a mid-tier, let's just suffice to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were talking about church. I have a tattoo now. It's church related. Should I show the world? So that's pretty cool. It's all crackly and lizardy. So
yeah, he's like, is this normal? And I'm like, yeah.
It's my first tattoo. Never had one, and now I'm part of the gang.
You were gonna get one last year in Chattanooga, and you made a deposit and everything, but never went. And I can't remember what it was gonna be.
It was gonna be a cross, a bigger one.
A bigger one, but you decided you did not want to do that.
I will say, based on the messages I made between me and the artist, he did give me kind of a bad vibe.
Well, that's good that you said no.
I was like, just keep the money. So, always thoroughly research your artist. Don't just see something online and start DMing and not meet someone. And,
well, I didn't know
the right way.
You didn't feel good because of the artist. I thought you were just chickening out because that was what you said. You kind of were like, well, I just got really scared.
Yeah,
but you were scared because of like the dynamic and the permanency.
That was probably the biggest part, was the dynamic, but also I feel like whenever I was thinking about first getting a tattoo, I just wanted a big one, you know? And I've kind of, over time, come to the conclusion that a smaller one might be more to my liking for my first tattoo, so that's why I got this little guy.
Yeah.
Might get another, might not, I don't know.
I like it. It's cute. It's in a good spot, too, because it's not like out there all the time, but it's like peep.
Yeah, exactly.
So I like it a lot.
Peekaboo. It's like Frankie.
Peekaboo.
So, yeah, but I like it. But it was a good experience. I had a great experience with the artist. He was real easy to talk to, real friendly. I mean, he would, like, if I saw him on the street, I wouldn't know what to think of him. He's like shaved head with like tattoos on his skull, like Post Malone looking guy, you know.
Big gauges.
Yeah, but super nice guy. Super
nice.
Chill. Yeah, you met him whenever we went.
I love Bright Ideas Tattoo. That's where we go. I've gotten several tattoos and piercings there.
Yeah.
I've never had an issue. I got one on my side there that was my first tattoo. And it hurt like a mofo, but the girl that did it isn't there anymore, but she's really nice.
It's like right on your ribs too, so that would hurt a lot.
Yeah. And I also got a cover-up done there by the same girl on my hip. And like I covered up an alien because, can I tell them?
I don't care.
It was an alien that I got drunk with a friend.
Like in the bikini area.
She had a matching one. It was kind of rude of me to cover it up because it kind of seemed like it was because of our friendship, but it wasn't.
Oh, you guys are still friends. It's totally
still are friends, but it was because it was told by my husband to me that when he didn't want a nut, he would look at it. How would you take that?
It would make me laugh. It's a silly tattoo. I would look at it, it would make me laugh, and it would distract me from the task at hand.
How would that make you feel? Tell us. Because it made me feel ugly.
It's totally outside of beauty. If I had the Lucky Charms elf on my forehead and we were engaged in our nuptials and you looked at that and started laughing.
This isn't comparable.
How is it not comparable? It's just as ridiculous. It's an alien head. It was goofy looking. It had a little smile.
Into a deeper hole.
I'm not trying to dig anywhere. I'm just pointing out that I thought it was a goofy, silly little thing. I didn't say you should get rid of it.
So it's equally as goofy as getting the Lucky Charms person,
maybe
leprechaun, on your forehead and between your eyebrows?
Maybe not equally, no. I do this Irish Scottish accent. It makes her so mad every time.
Sing your song.
Oh, you'll take the high road and I'll take the low. This is distorting it. It usually sounds so much better.
And he will listen to that during a workout.
So,
Like, it gets him pumped.
it does. It really does.
It's weird.
I like it. I think I set a PR for my 2-mile run with that song. That's all I listened to. Just kept repeating.
I don't. Is it just relatable to you? Like, what are you trying to say?
It's just a beautiful song about a lost love. You know, it really gets you hyped.
Do you think of us?
No, I don't think of anything like that. It just makes you feel like I can keep going, keep pushing. So I just enjoy it. But yeah, it was a good tattoo experience, and you've gotten tattoos from different artists. You got a tattoo in Italy when you were living there for a semester, and gotten some. I'd be curious to know about like your tattoo experience. Like, what was you talked about some good ones and bright ideas. Have you had bad tattoo experiences?
Yeah. The one on my spine, which you can see on my Instagram. It's like one of my pictures on Instagram. It's probably far back, but the man did a good job other than the fact that he dropped the tattoo gun on my back. And there's a mark there, and he was like, oh, it'll go away, it's not deep. But it's still there, and it's been like 5 years. So it's really like an insecurity of mine. Like, I don't know if any other... Do you notice it?
Literally never. I only noticed it once because you pointed it out to me, and I don't think I'd have to really be looking to find it.
Well, I always notice it when I'm wear like something backless or something like that, and I don't like that. Like, I probably will get it removed. I feel like it could be removed in one session. It's just a little mark. But the fact that he did that...
That's pretty unprofessional. That's not very cool.
No.
I feel like a spine tattoo would just hurt a lot, too. You've got them all. We were talking about this yesterday. All of your tattoos are in a painful area. The bony part of the ankle, the bony part of the wrist, the ribs, the spine.
Well, you know, the one I got on my spine, this rose, the skeleton, those were all done, and the alien, those were all done in a period of time where I was on a medication, and it was making my mood and personality completely different than it had ever been. It was making me more risky. Like, I was doing risky shit all the time, like that. And other things, too, that I'm not going to go into detail about. But I think that was not the correct medication for me and my brain chemistry. And it was creating that kind of, like, impulsivity in me. Almost like mania. And I hated it. I was rude to my friends. I felt miserable all the time. So, I'm kind of ashamed of a lot of my tattoos because of that.
I definitely think they're all cool. I like the skull one. I think the one on your spine's cool. I mean, I really don't. I think
the alien.
Cool. Like I said, I didn't dislike the alien. I just thought it was silly. I didn't dislike it. I thought it was silly.
You said, I look at it when I don't want to nut.
Well, sometimes I'm trying not to, and I look at that, and it helps me out. So.
What do you look at now?
Nothing. That's just it. So, you just have to tough it out.
He's just learned to listen.
I guess so. I can look at anything. I just thought it was a silly, funny little alien.
Do you think we could survive a real zombie apocalypse?
Like we as a family, or we as a species?
Me and you.
I would say probably not.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I guess, let me rephrase that. It depends on the zombie apocalypse. Because, like, if it's like on Walking Dead, where they're just these slow-crawling zombies, you know, then I would say maybe. But have you ever seen World War Z? With Brad Pitt? Well, I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the trailer, and they're like fast-moving zombies. Like on Game of Thrones.
Oh, they're not like The Walking Dead.
No, like on Game of Thrones, where they're just corpses that just move really fast and tear people apart with superhuman strength. That's going to be tricky. That's going to be very, very difficult. So,
I feel like I would just barricade, hide.
Yeah, but what do you do if they just surround your house and start beating out the windows and stuff?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think it'd be tough. I have no faith, and this is not reflective of anything other than my own personal opinions. I have no faith in the government
No.
of this country.
No.
Or most countries, I would think, to stop any
No.
kind of a zombie apocalypse. Because we had a, not zombie and not apocalypse, but a coronavirus pandemic that was mismanaged on every level of government, just laughably poor performance. How many millions of people died just in this country. So, and we might have to edit this part out, I don't know. But I definitely think if there were actual zombies trying to tear people to shreds, we'd be screwed. We would definitely have to retreat to the woods. We would have to go somewhere rural.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to stay.
No. There would have to be some changes made. But who knows? We might be able to survive. I could do it.
I feel like I could make it.
I think you could. I'd probably drag you down. Excuse me.
I don't know about that, but... Well, if they were like, the solution is to flee to Mars.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
I would never go to outer space.
They talk about that space tourism where the millionaire, trillionaire people like fly into space or the bottom part of space or want to go to the moon. No, forget about that. Never in a million. If they told us humanity will die on Earth, I would still stay.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing for me out there.
I would panic getting there.
Yeah, I would too.
I would be out of my body. You'd have to knock me out.
I wouldn't enjoy it.
Mm-mm. Hell no.
It's just like they talk about wanting to go to Mars. What's on Mars? We've sent robots. Rocks. No air. It's cold. No water. No nothing.
It's not livable. There's like massive like rock storms or something like that every day. Do you remember my hyperfixation on space?
I do. It was really depressing when you start thinking about space and all the crazy planets and like black holes. Have you ever looked at like black holes?
Yeah.
If you're getting sucked into a black hole, time literally slows down. You would die so slowly.
Yeah. It's hard for me to understand. It makes me have like existential crisis when I think about space. Because I'm like, we believe in God. We all just say we believe in God. And like, I believe God created the earth in some type of way. I don't know exactly how it happened. I think, the Big Bang Theory has its attributes that make sense. But I think God had something to do with it still. Like, I think he had something to do with the science of it. I don't think it's like as mystical as we make it out to be sometimes. But it is mystical, but there's science behind it, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you can figure it out. I think you could figure out the formula. The magic formula. But anyway, I just really think that if he made this Earth, why the hell wouldn't he make other places?
So you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
I definitely thought this would come at a later episode because I have some controversial opinions on that. But let's go with you first. So you believe in aliens. To what extent?
I do believe in aliens. I don't know. I mean, it's the unknown. So I'm not going to act like I know, and I have no reason to think of them as a certain type of way. I don't think they've been here to Earth. I don't think that they visit Earth.
You don't think they built the pyramids and all that shit?
I just doubt it, but who knows?
I understand. Controversial opinion. I believe in aliens 0%. Absolute zero. Negative how many degrees Kelvin?
Why though? Is it like a
0%
religion thing, or is it because you just don't think it's plausible?
It's just a little of both. I guess it's partly a religion thing because I just feel like, man, I mean...
It doesn't say anywhere in the scripture that he didn't.
Okay, it doesn't. That's true. I mean, maybe they are. I believe in them 0%, but, it says man was made in the image of God, so I think that we're kind of his thing. But if you look at, like, on Earth, there's other creatures on Earth who are extremely intelligent. All right, and in many ways, as highly evolved as mankind. But mankind is clearly something special. Like dolphins and lobsters and turtles and monkeys and wolves. They all have huge brains.
I know, but
super smart, but not like us.
Why wouldn't God make another... Why would he only have one thing?
I don't know. I just don't... I mean, if you look at, like, the conditions for life, too... It's a super narrow, like, if you look at, like, how life came about on Earth, that just shouldn't have happened.
Exactly, so it was a God thing, and he, like, manufactured whatever he did. I don't know. And I'm like, where did God come from? But that's, I know, my human brain not understanding the fact that something can be without coming from something.
I just still don't believe in aliens. I feel like we just seen something.
No, there's aliens. There's aliens out there. I don't think they visit the Earth. I think if they
No.
visited the Earth, they would... I don't know. I just feel like we would have known.
I mean, hypothetically, if they do exist, why would they want to visit the Earth? What's on Earth? We're mean.
We would visit them if we knew about them.
Would we?
I think somebody would. Maybe they already have.
I mean, you got to figure, too, if they're advanced enough to travel across galaxies and solar systems, there's nothing on here for them. They're not going to come here and take our gold or diamonds or furs or whatever. There's nothing for them here. So why would they stop off here to talk to us? What do we have to say?
Maybe their world is dying as well.
Oh, they would just grab another one.
Mm.
Probably grab this one.
Do you think that people have always said the world is dying, or do you think that's a new thing? Because I kind of feel like it's always been a thing.
It's probably always been a thing to some extent, but I definitely think that, like, I don't know, we might have to edit this part out too, but I definitely think that there's, like, a human influence on our current, climate crisis
That's
going
true.
on. So I think it's kind of advancing at a rate that's natural.
Yeah, well, I'm ignorant to it, so, like, if anybody gets offended, don't be. I'm just, like, thinking out loud, and I should probably educate myself, but, like, with what time. But anyway. But I would love to learn more one day.
Yeah, me too. But I definitely think people have always said, like, the world is dying or the world is ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, you look back at, like, whenever the Europeans first came to the Americas, okay? Well, those Native Americans were like, oh my God, the world's ending.
Yeah.
And for a vast majority of them, it did end, but life is still going. And whenever the Trail of Tears, or whenever the Roman Empire fell, I'm sure there were plenty of people who were like, this is the biggest empire that's ever existed in some regards, so for it to fall to barbarians, the world is clearly ending, and everything's still kicking.
Yeah. Do you have this certain thing in your soul that you're searching for, but you don't know what it is, and you won't get that? Yeah, I think I am.
I think I have that, and I think I know what it is. I think I'm searching for content.
Yeah. I feel like I'm searching for a certain accomplishment. I think we just talked about that, but I'm just, like, feeling that right now. I don't know.
I'm searching for that feeling. You've seen Infinity War, the Avengers movie, where Thanos, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen all of the Avengers movies, just tune out. But where he does his snap, which is his huge goal, and then he retires to that planet where no one else lives, and he's on his little farm, and he just sits back, and he looks at everything, and he just smiles. And that's where the movie ends. I'm looking for that moment where you look at all your handiwork, and you just smile, and it's over.
That makes me want to cry.
Right. I feel like that's kind of what you're searching. Is that kind of what you're searching for? Just that sense of, okay, it's time to rest. It's time to farm and not have to think.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, like, this is off topic too, but I'm being in my feels today for some reason, but, like, I think it's because I'm taking the day off, pretty much, well, taking the day off, but I had a meeting earlier for merch and
Podcasting.
but it's like, I'm not doing a lot. I get in my head about my Sue Dillon stuff. Like, I created that character. I've created a whole set that I'm looking at right now that y'all can't see. It's on the other side of the room. But I don't know how it happened. But it happened from me. It came out of here.
Yeah.
And all that came from me working. And it's really cool to reflect on and look at, but at the same time I'm like, can you do it again? And are you going to do something better? Because you can't just settle for this. But back in the day, if you'd have been like, oh, Sarah, you're going to have some viral stuff on TikTok and you're going to create a whole character and people are going to love it.
And you're going to be successful.
I would have been like, that's it. That's good enough for me.
Right.
But it's not.
Right.
And I'm like waiting on the next idea. And I get really discouraged. Because I'm like, is this it? Is this all? But I was meeting with one of my good friends who's also my live agent, TikTok live agent, and she does more than just TikTok live, but I'll just tell you. But
she's fantastic.
she was like, Sarah, your stuff is, Sue Dillon is great, but your stuff is funny because you're good at improv and you're so quick-witted. And she said people take acting classes and it takes them such a long time to become that good. And so you have it naturally, and that's a gift. And I'm like, but how can I use this in other ways? And that was like kind of an awakening for me, because I was like, yeah, it really, maybe it wasn't just chance, maybe it was just something like that worked out because of my talents. And like, but what can I make next? I don't know. And it scares me because, like, what if I can't? Is that failure?
I don't think so.
No. I'm not trying to make this all about me. I feel like I'm making it all about me. I really don't. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I don't talk about my feelings a lot.
No, not at all.
But when I do, it's like, shut the hell up.
No, it's just your self-talk again. It's just the self-talk kind of creeping in and telling you what to do, which I don't think is accurate. I think there's a good quote from one of my favorite baseball players and favorite human beings to have ever existed, the one I'm reading the book about. I've already read it. His name's Yogi Berra. Absolutely fantastic human being. And he has this quote where he says, if the world were perfect, it wouldn't be. And I really like that. I think that's very indicative, because there's always going to be something else you want to do. Because you talk about how if you had been told, hey, Sarah, you're going to do this Sue Dillon stuff, TikTok podcast stuff, and be, so successful, then you wouldn't have believed it, But even before then, if you had been told, hey, you're going to be a homeowner and a registered nurse, you'd have been like, oh my God, I'll be a registered nurse. I'm still in nursing school. And then before you were in nursing school, you were trying to get into nursing school. Mm-hmm. Before that, you were at a community college. So it's just all these little hurdles. If you've been told, hey, you're going to do all these great things. Not that there's anything wrong with community college, by the way. I wish I had went.
Yeah, that's part of why we broke up the first time. Honestly, a tiny part. Part of it was just like random. Yeah. But like, because your mother said that she didn't like that I went to community college, and it hurt my feelings, which I think she has a completely different opinion of me now, because she knows me. But she's like, what? You need to be with somebody that's more ambitious. She could have had me more wrong.
I know, look at you now. But I never heard her say those exact words of looking for someone more ambitious, but it was kind of cool. But looking back, I wish I had gone to community college, because I would be in the same exact place and I would have saved a lot of money.
But you still graduated debt-free because you worked your ass off.
I did, but it was a little more difficult. So, yeah.
A
little more difficult. But yeah, I didn't have to get any loans. I got lucky. Otherwise, I'd be in debt.
There ain't nothing debt-free about me in school right now.
Hey man, that's just part of it. You can't hold to. It's hard to go to school and be debt-free. It's dreadful. Yeah. Especially at a prestigious university like UT Knoxville.
You think it's prestigious?
Yeah, I think so. More so than like the small school we met at. No offense.
Yeah, but the nursing school was hard to get into.
Oh.
For me.
I know.
You got in though.
Because I got in. Before I changed my major.
They had it all wrong with you. Is it really that prestigious then? I think they just liked him because he was a dude and he was diverse.
We'll never know. Those files were probably destroyed. But, I don't know. You just end up on the career path you're on, and you just do what you have. At one time, I wanted to be a doctor before I was a nurse, or a nursing major.
We were just talking about that earlier, how I think you'd be a really good sleep doctor.
I have an obsessive desire for knowledge about sleep. So I don't get enough sleep, and I beat myself up for it daily, but I really enjoy sleep. Yeah. Not just sleeping, but like I enjoy setting up conducive sleep. Like I enjoy turning off my screens, no caffeine, no alcohol, a couple hours before bed, and then sitting in bed and reading a book and falling asleep and getting some good deep sleep reps in.
Yeah, he is good at it. I'm not good at sleep.
I don't know. It's a passion. Dang, I can't quit coming back to this freaking Poppy, man. This sucker's good.
What else did you want to talk about?
Our friends have a dog named Poppy. Ryan and Rachel. Anywho, I thought I saw this amazing TikTok with Post Malone where he was talking about what would his last meal be.
Oh, yeah.
And he laid out, I wish I could plug the link to the TikTok, but just look up like Post Malone last meal and I'm sure you'll find it. But it was this elaborate meal. I mean, they laid it all out on a table after he was done talking about it. It was huge, and I was like, "Daggone, that'd be fun to talk about on the pod."
Yeah.
So I mean, he had appetizers, main course,
He's thought about
drinks. Yeah, he's really thought about it a lot. So
What would your last meal be?
Oh man, it'd be tough. I would, for starters, I would have fried cheese beans. There's this local restaurant called Town Square Social that serves cheese beans, and they're these deep fried little cheese balls. They're so good. You can dip them in marinara sauce. It's delicious. So I'd probably start off with that. And do you want to go like course to course or just me just lay it all out?
What should we do?
I don't know.
I'll tell I have an idea. I love bloomin' onions from Outback. We don't have a good Outback in town. But I do love a bloomin' onion.
I had to get comfy.
I do love a bloomin' onion.
They're really good. If you get a good one.
What would you?
So anyway, would you get a sauce with your bloomin' onion? Because it appears to come with a sauce.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, for my main course, I would probably go catfish, hush puppies, coleslaw. Because I grew up on that, and I get all kinds of sauces. I get a little bit of ketchup, like a spicy ketchup from Whataburger. I would get maybe a light honey mustard. I would get a little bit of tartar sauce. I'd go all out.
Yeah. That's a really good question. I love pasta. I would probably do some kind of Maggiano's pasta, like a chicken Alfredo with broccoli or spinach. And, it comes with bread. And maybe like a cheesy garlic bread with that.
Mm-hmm. I would probably do a second course, because Post Malone had a second course as well. And it would be I would love to have the Raising Cane's meal. I don't even know what the Cane's meals are called, but Post Malone's meal featured heavily some Raising Cane's options, and I think I would do the exact same, because we went to one in Colorado and it was delicious.
I would have, for my second course, a serving of Bojangles green beans.
Oh yes, you love those.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good choice. For a dessert option, I would get the chocolate cake from Maggiano's, this big decadent piece of like refrigerated chocolate cake. Delicious. My milk is dropping. To drink, I would definitely get a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I would also get a glass of sangria from Maggiano's. I love Maggiano's.
Let's just go to Maggiano's. I'd probably get some sort of a sweet red wine as well. I'm not sure what kind, but yeah, the sangria from Maggiano's would be good.
Stay close to me.
And then to top it off, I'd probably pound a few Reese's cups.
Yeah.
Or Kit Kat. Probably Kit Kat.
I love Milk Duds.
Milk Dud would be good.
I love freaking Milk Duds.
And then some Pepto.
Upset stomach, diarrhea.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach,
diarrhea. Oh, the old song was like heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Yeah, but that sounds really good. Honestly, now I'm hungry.
We went to Waffle House this morning, and it was good. They left the cheese off my hash browns. I didn't say anything, but I noticed.
It was mid. The coffee was like not warm. It was warm, but it wasn't like coffee warm.
No, it was tepid. I would say it wasn't good. I also really like it when they make the hash browns crispy. I don't like when they're like almost raw potatoes. Mine were kind of soggy and raw.
That was odd for that location. That's never been.
No, we passed like one or two Waffle Houses on the way to this Waffle House, because this is our superior Waffle House, and it was kind of mid.
I really have this dream.
I already know what you're gonna say.
Go ahead. Working at a Waffle House. Yeah. I think about it every day.
Every day?
I really do. I even told my preceptor, I was like, what if I work? I just think about quitting and working at Waffle House. I think I would be really happy there. Yeah.
It has potential.
I would be so good. I would run that place.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, yeah, I know that. Be a manager for sure. Managers at Waffle House make good money. I saw on the board they make like $50,000 or $60,000 a year, which was a lot better a few years ago.
I don't know exactly what the managers do. I would want to be somebody that's like hustling though, like clearing tables, getting food given to everybody, taking orders. Like a waitress, probably. More so than like a cook.
Well, there's hands-on managers too, so there's that.
Yeah, I would be a hands-on manager for sure, but I would love that.
You'd like that hustle? Where do we go?
Where do we go now? Where do we go? Where do we go now?
It's just weird without the dogs here. I don't know. It's just strange.
I miss my babies. Babies.
Wonder what Lucy's doing right now. Your mom's dog.
There's no telling. She's gonna die soon, I think.
You guys have been saying that for years.
Oh, but she just doesn't seem like she's well.
She's never seemed well. She's always had health problems. She's never been just a picture of health. She's
What?
the best.
Where do we go? Well, it's been a fun. Do you have anything else?
I don't think so.
It's been a good podcast. It's been fun. I think we're still trying to find our flow, but we appreciate you being here and sitting with us and chatting. I hope y'all have a good rest of your week, and you can catch us back here. Tell us what you want to hear. If there's something you want us to talk about, tell us.
Open to suggestions. Just drop it in that comment box /section.
Bye, y'all.